Hey everyone, and welcome to the Art of Online Marketing live show. My name is Denise Allison, and I'm your host, and I am the CEO and founder of Strategro, and I help you grow your business with social media and live video. So today's topic is how to level up with your live videos. So we're going to be taking what you're already doing with your live videos, and I'm going to give you some 3 tips to really make you step that up and make your live videos stand out. So one thing that I often hear from some of my audience members, so I have a whole mix of people in my audience. I have people that have never gone live and have no intention of ever going live. So yes, those people do exist. I have some in my audience who haven't gone live yet, but do want to do it at some point to get more visibility, more engagement, and grow their business. And then I have another gang who they are going live, but they might not be seeing the results that they want from it. And then of course I have ones who are going live and they're killing it. So we don't need to worry about those ones too much today because, well, they're already doing awesome. So we'll leave you be for now. So the people I want to address today is those who are saying, I'm going live, but I'm not really seeing the results that I want from going live. So that's what we are going to be addressing today. So we're looking forward to getting into that. So if you have any questions about going live and whether that's going live on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or wherever, feel free to ask in the comments below. And before we get started, I'm super excited to announce that the fall 2018 cohort of the live video formula is open, so you can go and sign up for that if that was something that you were planning on doing. So if you want to either get into live video or improve your live video, this is the perfect introductory course, and I take you through everything you need to know to really create a successful live video show with live video, of course. So I take you through all of that. It's a live course, so it's not pre-recorded videos like you'll get in some courses. We go live together once a week, and those videos are recorded, so you have access to them for if you miss it or you want to go through the content once more. So the doors to that are now open. If you want to chat about it and see if it's the right fit for you, let me know and we can set up a time to talk. And if you want to go check out all the details of that course, I'll be putting the link below or above, and you can go check that out. So I'm really looking forward to getting started with that. We start on October 31st. All right, so now let's get into today's topic, how to level up your live video. So live video got a ton of press and got this huge surge, and that mostly coincided with the release of Facebook Live, which happened early 2016, maybe even at the end of 2015, but by the time it rolled out to everyone, and of course I was one of the last to get it, which always happens. Don't know why, but by the time it rolled out to everyone, it was 2016. So as with any new technology or platform or toy, everyone hopped right on Facebook Live because it had this potential to really grow their business. And I mean, that was a totally valid reason, by the way, because it can. And so while lots of people were in it for the right reasons, getting into live video, and we're using it in a smart and strategic way, there's plenty of others who are just hopping on the bandwagon because they heard that this technology had the potential to grow their business. They're looking for a quick win, and they were telling all of their friends to come along. But like anything else, that's not really quite how it works. You can't just like do it and like magically see these results. So there is an entire strategy that needs to go into your live videos to see the benefit at the end of the day. So it's not just about going live for the sake of it and magically growing your business. And so a lot of the strategies and the tips and tricks that I share with you on the show on a regular basis, those are really intended to help you along and make your live show and your live video presence the best that it can be. So I share a lot of tips and tricks about live video. So today I'm going to be sharing 3 that you might not have thought about or might not have heard elsewhere. And it's definitely some that are a little bit less common for me to share. So of course there's the obvious ones like be consistent, make it a habit, share value, and those kinds of things. But because we always talk about that, we're going to go to some less obvious ones today. So first one is, I keep hitting this table and it's like shaking my webcam. All right, so number one is share something actionable. So you want to be sharing something actionable with your audience. So when you're going live, you're inviting your audience to come and spend some time with you. So you're inviting them to spend however long you're going live. It might be 5 minutes, it might be an hour, but you are asking them to take time out of their day to spend that time with you. So one of the most attractive options to incite them to do this is to promise them something. So I am going to teach you how to do X, Y, and Z. So it's something that they didn't already know that they are going to be able to apply in their business to get results. So this is a great marketing strategy, and it's a great way to gain the trust of your audience and position yourself as an expert in your industry. So yes, great idea. The problem is that I've seen way too many people try to apply the strategy. They make a promise, they go live, and they don't deliver on the promise that they've made. So it's not that they do it on purpose. They're not like pulling a bait and switch. But what happens is they're either only like scratching the surface of what they mention, and they're not giving enough information for their audience and their potential customers to do anything with that information. Or they're just not giving enough information for people to be able to implement it, or it's too theoretical, or it's generally not actionable, or it's not new information. So to position yourself as the expert, you need to show your audience that you can do what you say that you can do all the time. So I have an example for you. So I want you to imagine you are a brand designer and you're gonna share some content and you're gonna say something like this. When you're creating your marketing collateral, make sure you're using the right fonts for your brand. Okay, so pretend that you're a brand designer and you said that. So while that is true, like it's not untrue or inaccurate, but it doesn't really tell us anything. And if you're not a graphic designer or brand designer, like, okay, what are the right fonts? So what do I do? What is next? So compare that with someone in the same industry that says something like, when you're choosing your fonts, always make sure to combine a serif and a sans serif and never use more than 2 fonts at once. Now, that information is giving you something actionable. You know, okay, don't use more than 2 and pair these 2 different ones together. Is that 100% accurate? I don't know, because I'm not a graphic designer, so it might be wrong. But you get the gist. So there's a difference between sharing a theory and there's and sharing something actionable that your audience can actually take and go create things with it. Okay, so that's number one. Number 2 is to repurpose. So this is another term that I feel like is thrown around and it's really a buzzworthy, but basically repurposing means that you're taking a piece of content that you have already created and you're giving it some new uses. And I like to break this strategy down into 3 possible uses that you can either do one of or you can do all 3. So number 1 is to take the actual piece of content that you just created. So in this case, it's a live video. Let's say you went live on Facebook. So you're gonna want to take this Facebook link to your original live video and get it in front of more people. So in this case, you would grab the Facebook link or the embed link from Facebook, which you do in the settings, and you share it with your audience so that they can go view that original video. So you might share it on your website or you might share it on LinkedIn, or you might share it in an email or whatever, but you're going to take that link that takes you to the original piece of content and you get more people to see it. And in this case, you could actually share, if you schedule your post, oops, I just spit. If you scheduled your live video, you could take that link before and share elsewhere, and they could have access to the link before you even go live. So that is number one, sharing the actual original piece of content. The second thing is taking the piece of content. So in this case, if you did a live video, it would be taking that video content and repurposing it. So in this case, it would be downloading that video file and using that video in other places. So you might download the video file and share it, upload it on YouTube. You might upload it on LinkedIn. You might upload it on Twitter or on Instagram or wherever else you can upload a video. You're going to take that video file, which is a video that you don't necessarily need to edit. You could, that would be another thing you could do, but you're going to take this video file and you're going to upload it into other places where people can watch that video. And the third one is to create spin-off content. So it would be taking the content and the themes and the ideas and the tips and the strategies that you share in that original piece of content. So let's say the live video, whatever you create in that original piece, and creating other pieces of content with it. So you might simplify it and turn it into multiple Facebook or Instagram posts. You might turn it into a podcast where you go into more detail on one of the points that you talked about, or you might turn it into an Instagram story where you're elaborating on one of the points, or what have you. So the point is, you're taking those same ideas and the same theme and the same piece of content, and you're stretching it out to go further instead of creating an entirely new piece of content. So that is the third level. And so the third tip I have for you today is don't be afraid to make mistakes. And I know that this is one of those things that it's like, okay, easier said than done, but I do want you to not get overly concerned with the fact that things could go wrong. So live video inherently means that things can go wrong. And I know that that thought can be terrifying, but really allowing yourself to be aware of that can be a little bit freeing, because it's like, okay, something is probably going to go wrong. I have no control over that. And once it happens, well, you just need to keep going, and you can't just like stop and like have a whole freak out about it, because things are going to go wrong when you're live, because you can't control every single thing. That is one of the beauties of live video. So don't be too nervous about what could happen, because your audience is a lot more forgiving when you are live. Because they know it's a live video, they are aware that things can go wrong and that it's not going to be perfect. So you do have that freedom a little bit more than you would have with, say, a pre-recorded video where you have the possibility to edit things out. So why would you put it out there with mistakes and like flubbing your words and cat jumping through the screen and things like that? So just know that something is going to happen, but that your audience is going to be forgiving. And when weird things happen, it can be a little bit endearing and makes your audience like you even more for that. So don't be too bothered by that. Just go for it, and know it's kind of like reality TV. That's one of the things that kind of sucks people in the first place. They want to see something real. They want to see something authentic. They don't want to see all the like funny parts edited out. So do your best, relax, and just do what you can. And when silly, funny things happen, you just need to like, brush it off and keep going. All right, and then bonus tip number 4, which isn't on the list today because I say it almost every single week, so it's not really a new piece of information, so I didn't want to put it as one of the tips because I just said not to do that. But live video is a marathon, so things aren't going to happen all at once. You're not going to click go live and like get all these calls, people who want to hire you to do whatever it is you do. That is really, really not going to happen. But if you keep at it, someday someone might stumble upon your content and it's going to be the perfect fit and they're going to call you and it's going to be this amazing thing. So just know that you need to keep at it and you need to create the presence and you need to create that consistent presence to get things to happen. And one day, on some day that you can't predict, you don't know when it's going to happen, things will happen from it. So keep at it, remain patient, and keep sharing value and connecting with your audience. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. And a reminder that the doors to the live video formula are now open. So if you want to hear a little bit more about that and chat with me to see if it's the right fit for you, just send me a message or an email or call me or send me an owl and we'll have a chat about that. I'll also be putting the link somewhere on this post or in my profile, or you'll be able to go learn more information about that, check out all the details, and from there, if you have questions, you can definitely get in touch with me. So thank you so much for stopping by today, and I'll see you all next week for another episode of the Art of Online Marketing live show. And gotta turn it off.